You're a mean one, Mr. Polk. You want to start a war. You just couldn't stop at Texas. You just had to conquer more, Mr. Polk. You're a war hawk, Mr. Polk. You have blood upon your hands. You just had to send those soldiers right down to the Rio Grande, Mr. Polk. Far south, down in Texas, the old Rio Grande makes out a neat line in the midst of the sand, and no one's quite sure just exactly to whom this line should belong, as one might assume. But actually, one man thinks he knows for sure. James K. Polk sees the river as more of a door. James K. Polk thinks the U.S. should not stop at Texas, and the Mexicans, well, they already expect this. They've seen how Americans move back and forth, to the south, to the east, to the west, to the north. They've seen how the Indians fall one by one, and they fear that America's just now begun. So they call for a war, for they think now's the chance to finally take up a strong defensive stance. But their leaders did not want war at all, for they knew that the Polk had some tricks up his sleeve, one or two. Old Polk got to thinking, he thunk and he thunk, he thought with his thinker he kept in his trunk. Just how can I set off this Mexican war? He thought and he thought and he thought a bit more. Then he got an idea, an awful idea. James Polk got a wonderful, awful idea. First he called John Slidell and he said, "Listen here, you're going to Mexico, my Democrat dear. You'll make the Mexicans so very mad that they won't even know that they've only been had." Then he called to his office old Zachary T., exactly the man who he wanted to see, and told him go down to the old Rio Grande, and maybe go farther, as far as you can. Taylor, poor Taylor, he had to agree, and that's how it happened, this war, you can see. Polk knew quite precisely just what he was doing. This whole time, in fact, his plan had been stewing. And now it's all far in the past, far away. But was this war just? Well, what do you say? You're a liar, Mr. Polk. You knew that wasn't right. You'd take candy from a baby and claim that it's alright, Mr. Polk. Between the two of you, the baby'd put up a fair fight. You're a trickster, Mr. Polk. You've tricked our memory. Why else would we hang your face in the capital of Tennessee, Mr. Polk?